Hi YouTube! Okay, so don't mind this today. We're just gonna do a quick garden tour. I haven't got too much of the actual garden prepped yet. It is April 3rd. I have started a lot of my plants already, but I haven't got a lot of in the garden started. I haven't really planted anything in the garden yet. I am going to just take you around, show you my different stuff, show you some stuff that's already coming back from last year. I'm gonna show you my starts that I already have started up and just explain some cool stuff. I am gardening. We are in Cookeville, Tennessee, and we are in zone 6B, 7A. There's different zones throughout the country, and it kind of just gives you more info on where you're at and what you're going to be growing and stuff, and when you can, like the frost dates and the last frost, your first frost, all different stuff. You can find a lot of cool info in the Farmer's Almanac. It used to be a magazine. It kind of is still. I don't know. Look it up online. It gives you a lot of info about when to plant stuff and whatnot. So, alright, let's go look and see what we got going in the garden, and I'm just going to take you on a tour. Okay, first off, we are going to show you all of my starts. These are my starts. These are obviously, I don't know if you can tell, these are tomatoes. And I have a couple different kinds. Hungarian heart, Amish paste, my favorite, Dr. Witchy's. That's a yellow tomato, so good. I also have, let's take some of these out. These are my brassicas. I actually bought these. These are cabbages. I probably should have planted a while ago, but I did not. And then I started all these broccolis. They need some water, but I started all these broccolis a while ago. Yeah, they need a lot of water, actually. And then I have these little things. They're getting leggy, but this is, I do believe it's what is it? Bok choy. We got some different bok choys here. So these are the brassicas. I actually need to plant these now. I needed to plant them weeks ago. I'm gonna water them real quick so that they start soaking up from the bottom, but brassicas can withstand cold. You might want to cover them up if it actually freezes, but they do pretty good. So those we need to possibly plant today, maybe tomorrow. Let me go water them real quick. Okay, when I water, this is why I have these bottom trays. You see how it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's getting down in the bottom. It's going to water them from the bottom, which is a lot better for the plants. So these are my peppers. Did quite a few different peppers. See, I got a few in each cell, but I'm going to separate those. What do I have? King of the North. I love those. Those are big bell peppers. Big Jim. Those are big, long, kind of spicy. Tam jalapenos. Those are a less spicy jalapeno. Cayenne peppers. So we got quite a few pepper plants. I started some Italian oregano. That's doing pretty good. That needs a little water too. Some English thyme. Now these will grow into big plants. Actually, each one of these should grow into a big giant plant, but I kind of planted them together. These are exciting. They're orange hat tomatoes. Okay, I have to separate these. I plant things together pretty densely, but this is, I think, 7 plants, and they're tomato plants, and they only grow 6 to 7 inches tall and give you little orange tomatoes. So I'm very excited about that. I started some onions from seed this year. My cat got into them a bit, but we're gonna see how that goes. I've never done that, but we're gonna see how that goes. And this, I started a bunch of different flowers and stuff. This is hollyhock. I've actually never planted any of these flowers, but I'll show you what they're. Hollyhock. So I don't know if they'll separate well. Some stuff doesn't, but these did say I could start them early. So here's calendula. These are medicinal. I love these to make salves and stuff. And then this I was excited about. Common yarrow. I know that you can find yarrow, but I've never really been able to, so I'm growing my own. Yarrow can stop bleeding. It's very medicinal. You can chew it up, make a poultice, put it on your skin if you have any sort of rash. There's a lot of other stuff. Maybe I'll put some on the screen here to give you some ideas of what this is for. And I've never grown it before, but it's supposed to self-seed, and we'll see how that goes. This is cool. This is milkweed. Milkweed is the only food that monarch butterflies eat. And monarch butterflies are kind of endangered, I think, something like that. So they tell you to plant this so that the monarch butterflies can have food. These are just some extra tomatoes. I'll probably repot, to be honest. Here is chamomile. I don't know how to say the type it is, but it's supposed to taste like regular chamomile, which is good for teas and very medicinal. But these have bigger flowers, so you'll get to harvest more. So that's cool. These are some herbs I started. Clearly, the garlic chives didn't work. We got one little dill, and my poor basil, regular basil, Genovese, I don't know how you say it. None of that worked. I got some parsley and some cilantro. And this is purple basil. Now, it's getting a little... Oh, maybe that's a little basil. I don't know what that is. It's not really supposed to be that color, so I need to probably separate these and go ahead and get those going. And now, this is really exciting. I planted these from seeds. I don't know, can you see what they are? Just little bitty stalks, right? It's asparagus. What? Now, of course, these are going to take years, but when you start them now, that's, this season will be one less year next year, and they'll be bigger. And I have some more asparagus I'll show you down there, but these are ones I started from seed. I did not think they were going to come up at all, but look, they're finally coming up. Tiny little asparaguses. I want to show you something cool, too. So tomatoes, I don't know if you knew this. The stem, you see that fuzziness? Well, they will grow roots from anywhere on the stem. And I want to show you what happened. Look at that. It made more roots because it was laying in this. Isn't that cool? So yeah, when you plant tomatoes, you plant them really deep because then it gives a nice, good, strong base for your tomatoes. Here's our peach trees from last year. This one's doing pretty good. Got a bunch of leaves on it. You see one little flower. I didn't prune them this year. They're still pretty open in the middle right there. We're just gonna let them go wild. We didn't get any peaches last year. I'm not sure peaches do great here in Tennessee, so we'll see. This one, it's a little late start, but it's got a little bit of greenery. It did grow a lot from last year though. Look at all those limbs. But yeah, we're just gonna let them go wild this year and just see what happens. So in this, we have some dead stuff. John tried to start something in this. I don't remember, but it didn't really work out. I clearly just leave bottles everywhere. This should have maybe some pansies come back in it. But see, they get cracked, these things, when you leave them outside. I tried to fix it last year. My grandma Bop, who's gone to heaven now, she gave me this, and I just think it's so cool. So I'm always trying to make this work. We may plant something else in it this year. I don't think any of these came back. I don't even know what was in them, to be honest. This is a lilac tree. I got a cutting from my mom's house. Look how well it's doing. It grew this extra. This is cool because, yes, my lone strawberry that survived the winter. This was all strawberries, and this was all strawberries, and they died. I don't know if you can see. Can you tell what these are? It's little asparaguses. So I planted this whole thing. Look at them. Oh, it's so cute. I planted all these last year. Here's a little one. See, this one got hit by the frost, so it kind of stopped growing, but there's so many coming up. Look at all these. There's just so many coming up, so that's cool. I planted them in this thing. They have a big root system. Ooh, look at this big one. They have a really big root system, but I'm planning on taking this to the new house. So I planted it in a pot. Those are strawberries. What kind were they? Seascape Everbearing. Yeah, $12.99 all the waste. You got one left. Oh well. And these were stuff I had tomatoes in last year, like little tomato plants we hung up on this porch. Some more stuff I let die. These are all dead. Those were hydrangeas I was trying to pot up for the next house, and I had daffodils and all these bulbs, but they all died. So what's crazy is this was mint, and this was mint, and mint is invasive, and it did not come back. And here's a tree I let die. Yeah, you know, we're trying. This bush will turn yellow and be beautiful. John, oh, you see the yellow now? Smells good too. John did that cool arch. But this was 2 forsythia plants. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Forsythia. We got them 2 years ago for $1 a piece. They were on sale at Walmart. Look how big those are. Now, the garden. Now this garden is very small compared to the next garden we're going to have. Okay, so you can see there's not a lot going on. This is my herb bed, so there's quite a few things still growing. That's chives. John's mom, Karen, gave those to me. They're still going good. Karen, I know you watch my videos. Thank you. I actually almost pulled it up. I was like, why is this so established and so big? And then I realized that I had planted them on purpose. Sage does come back, in case you didn't know. Look how pretty that is. Getting pretty big. I cut it way back last spring, but I'm gonna need to put some compost on this bed to help it out. This is my lavender plant, and I cut it back, but there's these few things that were still alive, so I left them, but we're possibly gonna just pull that out. This is some cilantro that survived the winter. It's pretty cool. This is parsley that survived the winter. This is some sort of oregano. It's coming back, but slowly. I think it's Greek oregano. Hopefully that comes back good. This is coming back super good. This is German thyme. And then I had Italian oregano right there. It died, but this one came back from last year, so that's cool. In this bed, I've got to put some compost on top of it and fill it in with some more herbs. This bed, I just planted a few giant spinach plants. They don't seem to be coming up yet, but this bed I did already put compost on. I have another bag of stuff to put on. This is the potato bed. This will be filled with potatoes soon. I actually have them all ready to go and to plant, so here's my beautiful archway. I'm gonna grow loofahs on there, I do believe. This is the main bed. Now we have all those sticks because John was going to burn it on top of here because you can mix in the ash and stuff into the soil, because I have to plant the broccolis about right here. I don't think I'm going to, we have in the past turned up the garden, like, you know, moved the dirt around like you would till it, but I think I'm just going to put compost on it this year because it's kind of like the no-till method. I'm going to try that out and see how it goes. But that's where, here soon, broccolis are going to come here. This is the tomato area. I'm going to do less than I did last year, but about 20 plants can fit here and be all tied up to the top of that. So that's what we're going to do there. That's where all the tomatoes are going to go. Broccoli will be right here beside them because those will bolt pretty quickly, and once it gets hot, I don't actually know how good they'll do here in the spring. I probably should have planted them a long time ago, but they'll be able to move, and then I'll probably plant my peppers somewhere in this area after the broccoli is done, because peppers really like it hot, so I'm going to wait to plant those. And I'm not sure. Oh yeah, all my onions are going to go over in this area. That's usually my cucumber trellis. I got a pot over there I'm probably going to put up by the house. But yeah, it's pretty barren, but just in a few months, this is just going to be full. It's gonna be so crazy. I might plant something on this side. Like last year I did loofahs, but they went all the way over. I might plant green beans, like maybe right there. Some runner beans. I don't know what they're called. I usually get bush beans, but maybe we'll do that. So yep, potatoes will be there. These are my blueberry bushes. They're doing good. I am not going to prune them this year either. I'm just going to let them go wild and see what happens. We're building our house here soon, and I'm going to have to get all new blueberry plants and all this stuff. So I'm just letting this go wild this year. We'll see how it goes. This last year we had all sorts of flowers and stuff, so we'll probably have some volunteer plants there. Of course, I got to weed it out and put some compost on it. I did put some right here already. It's a little bit darker, but I could put some more. And this area will be echinacea. It will come back. Oh, I see some, actually. I think that's echinacea. That's echinacea. Some people call them coneflowers. I actually hadn't heard that until my mother-in-law told me, but I like that. Those are really pretty. She actually gave me, Karen, you gave me all those. and they multiply and got so much bigger and so awesome. But in this area always grows ground cherries. I actually have never planted ground cherries. I didn't know what they were. They're like in little husks, and they kind of taste like orange juice and pineapple. It was crazy, but they grow crazy, and I just eat them as a snack. I know this is something. I'm not sure what it is yet. Some sort of flower. Doesn't smell like anything. I don't know. And then this is John's beautiful raspberry garden. I don't like raspberries. I've tried. There's like 17 plants here. I don't know. He wants to like dig them up and take them to the new house. I don't see how that's gonna work, but we'll see. There's some new little shoots coming out, but they just go crazy. We already got green on them. Oh yeah, he'll be happy. This is all going good, and I'm gonna plant some sunflowers in here, all those hollyhocks and milkweed. I'm just gonna randomly, this is more of the flower bed with berries on the end. So that's what's gonna be here. There's our water spigot. When I put the compost over everything, I'm going to spread that straw. This is a random little plot. We never blocked it off or anything. We planted zucchini and squash in this area last year, and I'll probably do that again. I think I'm gonna trellis them up a little bit, make them, I saw this thing on the internet and it was zucchini trees. And yeah, so that's what we'll plant there. So it's not a very big garden, and it's very messy, so don't mind me. I will get better at life, maybe. But we're going to, in no time, this is just going to be beautiful and lush and green and colors of fruits and vegetables and flowers, so many flowers. And it's just going to be so cool. I'm very excited about it. I would like to make a better sitting area. That bench is not great. So if you got any ideas for that, I don't really have any trees to put a hammock, but I would like to do something to sit in, be awesome. This is our wisteria plant. Wisteria is beautiful. It will be big purpley hang down flowers, and it gets all crazy. And then that's John's beautiful redbud tree. He grew these from little bitty trees out in the forest. Not a lot of life going on, but stuff like that makes it beautiful. So that's my garden. Thank you for watching. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be, but I just wanted to show you some cool stuff. I'll edit this video super neat and get it up for you guys, because maybe I can do this like every week-ish. Or just some garden tours, so that even if it's just for myself, it's so that I'll know how things grow, what they're looking like. I can use this as a reference, go back and look if I really want to. So thank you for being with me today, and I will see you guys next time. See you later. Bye.